In this showcase, we'll be looking at my last custom for 2023, Space Ghost. On the last day of 2023, I was able to finally finish up my Space Ghost I've been working on. Yesterday, I had a pleasantly surprised package come in the mail. My good friend Don Sawyer had mailed me the cape, and I did not know it was coming. And he did an amazing job on this thing. I absolutely love it. The way it lays, the way it flows. It's a soft goods wired cape. Got the little curls at the end of the cape that Space Ghost has. And it turned out fantastic. Also, a big thank you to Custom Cannon. He modeled and 3D printed this Space Ghost head, which looks perfect. Thank you again, my friend. As for the rest of the figure, the base body is 0 from the multi-pack with the Strife and Random and all those figures. It's all white body, which made it perfect for doing a Space Ghost, because white is one of the worst colors to paint. So the best way to do for prepping for paint is start with a figure that's already in the color you're in. You can prep joints and stuff, but it's always best to start, if you can, start with a figure that's going to be the base color that you're going to end up with, which this was perfect for that. 0 is using the Spider-Man UK body, so we're going to set that to the side now. The gauntlets are from the retro card at Hercules. I had cut them down the seam down the middle and took some material out and fitted them to fit these forearms. They actually worked out perfect because they got to Space Ghost has those three little gold squares on the side of his gauntlets. For the emblem on the chest, I actually sculpted that with styrene and A's Fix-It. I actually widened the neck too. You see the neck is a little narrow on this mold, and I've widened it out because I want that tapered look that Space Ghost has, where his head and neck are like the same width and it comes down for the cowl style look. And the belt is actually from the Black Panther figure. It's on the Vulcan body. I know it's not accurate to Space Ghost, but I like the look of it. And hey, this is my Space Ghost. For paintwork, it's very minimal. I did a blue wash over top the figure. I used Tester's blue wash, lightened it up a little bit. And then after that, I went and dry brushed some more white back over top of that, just to soften up the dry brushing. Painted up the gauntlets red, added the gold paint. Hand painted the emblem on his chest. For the cape, there's actually wires coming out of the top, so I drilled 2 holes right above the emblem. Inserted those wires in there, glued the cape in place. The cape is permanently fixed. A lot of times I usually have my capes be removable, but with Space Ghost, I didn't want to do that because his cape is always laying down nice and flush. And to make it be a removable cape, it would have it set up a little bit too high, so I wanted it to be fixed. Once you go to a wired cape, you just cannot stand a flat, fixed pose rubber cape. Having a wired cape is so much better than having a fixed cape where you can actually change the pose and dynamics on the figure. And especially if some of the sculpted figures have like a wind-blown cape or straight down. So when you're doing posing, you want to be able to move your cape. And this is perfect. You can have them in flight poses, static poses, any way you want to. And you can just reposition your cape. With being an all-white figure, like I said, start with, I don't have to worry about any kind of paint rub because it's already all white, so he still retains all his articulation. Nothing I have to worry about any kind of paint rub whatsoever. And I have an awesome Space Ghost for my shelf. Almost kind of need a blast effect now. Big thank you to all my friends on the Collector Express, on the live streams. Without them, helping with weekly chit chats, talking and learning from each other, my skills wouldn't have progressed to where they are today. And huge thank you for the collaboration too, of getting to work with Harker Customs, Don Sawyer, and Custom Cannon with work with each other, doing stuff for each other for different parts, and it's just great customizing community out there right now. That's all for now, and a happy new year, and I'll catch y'all next time.